Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So I see you're rocking the AAHS.
Oh yeah, of course. I've gotten a couple care packages in the mail, and this is definitely one of my favorites. This was sent to me from Muffin, Abby, and Kelly. Somehow they tracked down like an old AAHS soccer jersey with my number 12 on it. So I'm gonna rock that today because we're doing some pretty cool stuff today, and I figured this will empower me to get through what we're gonna go through.
Yeah, this week has been pretty crazy, and I guess we keep getting higher on our level of what we're
extremeness.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday.
Start Monday.
Monday we started with chemo, and most of you saw that update. We tried to make it as funny as possible. It's just as funny as chemo gets. Tuesday, we just kind of palled around, and I think that's when the family left, correct? And then since then, we have gone, well, right now we're in Scottsdale, but we went hiking in Sedona yesterday. I think Scott just posted a couple videos about that. And that was amazing, that hike. That was literally 2 days after chemo, when they tell you, you know, just rest and you're not gonna feel well. We decided, yeah, we're gonna take it easy. Let's go on a 4-mile hike through the desert. And the last 0.7 miles, they kind of warned us about. They're like, yeah, it's kind of treacherous. And I just remember me and Scott kept looking at each other like, this must be the hard part. This must be the hard part. And every turn we took, it just kept getting higher and steeper. But it was definitely worth it. So you'll see the ending of that. That was really, really cool. That was like a great sense of accomplishment, I feel like. But then we feel like we weren't high enough up on a mountain, so we were like, let's go to the Grand Canyon. so we went there, and you know, we were feeling adventurous, so we went over a couple of the rails, and we got some really good shots of being as close to falling into the Grand Canyon as you possibly could get. So now we're back. Then we came back yesterday, and we got some really cool stuff planned for today, but me and Scott just decided, you know, we don't get together often, and you know, so let's just make it happen. The good news is when you're constantly moving and doing things and your adrenaline's rushing, you don't feel the pain, I think, associated with chemo, and you don't have time to really think about what's really happening. It's just, you know, you just keep moving and you know, just keep the adrenaline going as much as possible. Keep your mind off it. So, but today's gonna be fun. No doubt about that. Stay tuned.
There was a couple things I was gonna ask you about. It's hard for me at night because it seems like when the meds sort of wear off, you are in quite a bit of pain.
Yeah, you probably noticed that. Bobby says that too, like at night, like he can hear me like whimpering like in my sleep, and I think that's when the pain comes on the most, because you're just like laying there, and so your mind's going to, you know, just all it knows is just that moment of like my back starts hurting, my mind starts racing. And I don't know what it is about the nighttime, but it does make it so much worse, as opposed to just like moving and keeping your mind off of it. But yeah, you probably noticed sleeping in a bed a couple feet away that it's like, you feel like you're next to like a dog crying all night. It's just like constant like, from what I've heard. But yeah, it's, you know, I mean, I've holes in my bones, so I guess that's to be expected. The pain comes with it. They do say eventually I can have surgery for that, where they'll actually go in and they'll be able to burn the cancer in my bones and fill it with a cement, and they'll say that'll help with the pain, especially like future, because my bones will eventually basically crumble. I mean, I already have fractures through a lot of them, so it'll make it stronger. I can't have any surgeries until they control the cancer and they can get me off chemo, because you cannot have any kind of surgeries when you're on chemo, because the risk of infection and everything, my body's just not, it just can't heal fast enough. So we just have to hope that it starts working quickly and we can get the cancer under control, so we can start working on the pain management, because like I said before, that's really, that is what affects my life more than anything. It's just like the constant pain every day. So someday we'll get out of it. In the meantime, we'll just, I guess, what's the word, divert it, the attention to something else. But the good news is my doctor, they did come back and they did the blood work, and she said she was super impressed with my blood work. She said normally after the first dose of chemo, your white blood cells are down, and they call it your counts. Your counts are way, way down, and normally they have to switch it up and put you on some other things. And she says my counts were like perfect. She said she was just like so surprised and so shocked. So it's all good news. We just have, it's just the waiting game to see. I think it's about 5 more weeks when they do the next scan to see if it's actually having effect on the cancer. So it's like my whole life right now.
All right. I mean, I think that covers a lot of the week.
Yeah.
And then we'll unpack a little bit more.
We'll unpack later on this.
Cool.
Signing off.